Breaking news. The U.S. Presidential Security Agency has issued a warning about the role of Western intelligence agencies in Iran. An armed attack on a police station and two banks in Qatar, Balochistan. And the Israeli security officials, after the fall of Iran, it is the turn of Qatar. In the name of God, the most merciful, the most compassionate, welcome to this news service. Breaking news. The U.S. Presidential Security Agency has issued a warning about the role of Western intelligence agencies in Iran. A U.S. Presidential Security Agency has issued a warning about Iran's recent developments. Lars Wilkinson, the former head of the office of Colin Powell, the former U.S. Secretary of State, has said that some Western intelligence agencies have played a role in the terrorist attacks in Iran. Wilkinson said that Israeli, U.S., and British intelligence agencies, with the political support of Donald Trump's government, were involved in secret operations inside Iran. According to him, people affiliated with these agencies, with the coverage of Iranian citizens, participated in some of the terrorist attacks, including massacres, sabotages, and raids. This U.S. senior official has compared these actions to the 1953 coup against the government of Mohammad Mossadegh, and he said that, according to him, this time the same pattern has been repeated with more advanced weapons and equipment. He also said that the recent protests in Iran have been affected by this pattern. The Wall Street Journal also reported that some countries in the Persian Gulf region, including Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Oman, have expressed concern about Washington's policies in the face of Iran in informal talks with U.S. officials. According to this report, these countries, in view of the actions that could lead to the escalation of tensions and instability in Iran, have warned that such a treatment could have extended consequences for the security of the region. According to the intelligence agency, these countries have emphasized that any kind of emergency response could seriously damage the global oil and energy markets. In these talks, the U.S. has also warned that instability in the Persian Gulf, in addition to damaging the economies of the countries in the region, could ultimately damage the economy of the United States, especially in the event that the global energy market faces numerous challenges. In the meantime, the General Staff of His Majesty the Crown Prince of Kazakhstan has also announced that in the face of recent unrest in some cities in India, some of them have become known as the leaders and main agents of the Assyrians. According to this report, these people have been arrested as a result of the precise monitoring of the intelligence and cultural activities of the security forces by means of the intelligence forces and the security services of the Khuzestan regime. In this statement, the accusations against the detainees, including the arrest of citizens, the destruction of religious sites, including the Imamzada of Mohammed bin Musa al-Kazim, the Husseinis and the mosques, the destruction of public and private property, the violation of public order, and the destruction of the spirit with terror are mentioned. The General Staff of the IRGC has also stated that the security and judicial investigations on these cases are ongoing, and the final results will be announced later. Until the time of the organization of this report, they did not disclose the identity of the individual, the accused, or the human rights organizations in more detail about the exact number of detainees in the judicial process, and there is no possibility of an independent investigation. At the same time, the Ministry of Information of Iran announced last night that a spy network consisting of 32 people has been identified, which continues to cause unrest. 12 of its members have been released, and 13 others have been released. It has been reported that this network, in the setting of mosques, attacked state-owned enterprises and incited and encouraged protesters to attack police and military centers. An armed attack on a police station and two banks in Qatar, Balochistan. Pakistan's security agencies said that after this attack, extensive evacuation and cleaning operations have been carried out in the city of Qatar and the surrounding areas, and security measures have been intensified in government, bank, and institutions. According to local sources, several buildings were damaged during the attack on the police and banks, and the activities of the banks have been temporarily suspended. Local media have confirmed that there has been no damage to the non-military in this regard, but the citizens' concern about the security situation has worsened. Pakistan's military has repeatedly stated that the people who were killed in the subsequent operations were connected to this attack. So far, no official document has been released to prove the claim of foreign support for these people, and the Indian authorities have not made an official statement on this accusation. Security officials say that the state of Balochistan has repeatedly witnessed armed attacks on security forces and government centers in recent years, and the consequences of these attacks are usually a combination of rebellious groups, criminal networks, and local conflicts. Eddie Cohen, one of Israeli security officials in the social networks and a former member of the International Reference Center, threatened to turn to Qatar and Iraq after the defeat of Iran. In a regional aerial broadcast, Eddie Cohen, an Israeli security official who has a hotline with Iran, with a very hot and controversial post, spoke of Israel's usual programs for a period after the fall of the Iranian regime. According to Eddie Cohen's personal page on the social network X, after the fall of the Iranian regime, it will be the turn of the Houthis, Qatar, and 8 Iraqis. This series of broadcasts in the social networks has raised questions about Israel's regional perspectives and possible goals to fulfill its demands in the region. It is now that Qatar, as one of the countries affecting the social network, has close ties in the region and in solving crises, among other things, has played a key role in the struggle between Hamas and Israel.